going? They'll be calling you a radical. Where are we at, Rachel?
We're at the estuary down by the Tijuana River.
We're on the Tijuana River. I mean, there's only 3 of these sites in all of California. There's 29, but there's the Elkhorn, there's California Bay, and the Tijuana River estuary site. These are heavily protected. And I want to first say thank you to McCoy and his wife, these great activists that saved this many years ago. So that's Tijuana, that's the border. There's Tijuana. You need to learn to speak American, Rachel. America Vespucci spoke Italiano and Spanish, never spoke Queen's English. So we've been out here visiting with the biologists out here, and I gave them a big long dissertation on my Fukushima work. And the reason we came out and talked to them is a connection was made talking about the acute, incredible collapse of the ecology. The starfish, the salmon, the gray whales, the starvation epic event. And these biologists know this is acute. Now, when I first started ranting and raving and saying Fukushima's going to cause this nightmare to happen, which I named Fuktonium, they used to laugh because these things were healthy. This is not this. This scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're stumped, they don't get it in science. That's not science, that's hyperbole bullshit. So, I'm a scientist. I've turned myself into one. I mean, it's pretty amazing, really. I hypothesis Fukushima's full-blown out meltdowns took me a year and a half to convince anybody it was full-blown meltdown. But then, they're going to push the energy into the Pacific Ocean, it's going to break the chain. And, look, tide pools were healthier than hell in 2011. They crashed immediately. Wasting disease, too warm, too cold, too just right, El Nino. But the smoking gun is the salmon. Now, there's a report out today. Oh, great Chinook returns coming in California water. It's total bullshit because they've been crashed like this, and their hypothesized number had a little bit of a bounce off a dead cow bounce to nothing. But we're at 110,000 Chinook salmon in the Columbia River. We don't count dead tide pools. Kevin Blanch does. And historic. My tide pool video, freak, just that science alone is that's some of the greatest science done in human history because it's done the whole time at historic tide pools at historic low tide. I mean, you can't argue with me. It's unarguable science, my work. But this, we don't count dead humans in bone marrow. Well, I was almost one of them. Remember, I've done this work full van leukemia. The salmon on the Columbia River are the smoking gun. Well, on the Nushkak. The Nushkak in Alaska had their lowest return. They had record numbers in 2015. Chinook salmon go to sea for 5 years. Record returns. Record escapement. This year's hypothesis based on escapement in the 5-year circle is 2.7 million. There's 110,000. They went from 1.4 million to 110,000 in 4 years. We call that an outlier. That's acute situation. We know this is not this. We know something radical happened in 2011. It's unarguable. It's unarguable science. My science is unarguable. Dead tide pool jumping. Bob Beeman Blanch. Let's see. Where do we get those, Rachel? I got something here. Where do I put those? Oh, here we go. This is a present from these. But these are really...
The official licensed product of the Tokyo 2020
So,
Olympics.
I'm going to tag the picture of Ricardo Iki in here today. I showed you that, right? Mm-hmm. You were in Japan. Is that the craziest photograph you ever seen?
Yeah, that looks pretty crazy.
Dead tide pool jumping, Bob Beeman Blanch, 2020 Leukemia Games, Tokyo. So anybody wants to argue that it wasn't contaminated, Rachel's data and I'll tag the video in there proves it. So this beautiful, incredible, it's the last. The Sweetwater's going in San Diego. San Diego was all Martian. If you don't think this was, the Spanish invaders, 250 San Diego, they said they thought it was heaven. I grew up on one of the greatest marshes in the world where the Weber and the Ogden River drain into the Great Salt Lake. I have such a romance with the blue heron, with the tundra swan, with the muskrat, with the songbirds. Of course, this Tijuana River nightmare, it should have been fixed decades ago. There's the border right there. Everything. How can this marsh survive with all these geopolitical nightmares we got going on line drawers? Well, I got news. Animals don't give a shit about your borders and lines. Gray whales, 300 and something we tracked, we know washed up, starved to death. Yeah, we're going to cut them up. We're going to do autopsy. Oh, we'll get back to you. They never get back, do they? You know, so she is verified to us, the people we talked to. We talked to the lead biologists out here. You know, they're not going to do any interview with me. I'm way too hot to handle, but she knows they've acutely collapsed, and she knows it's something. So we're here, and you know, we'll just keep doing our work. Staying tuned on the Tijuana River.
It's a good video.